صباح الخير, مساء الخير, good morning, good afternoon. Today I have a new video for you, and this video is on relative pronouns. ضمائر الموصول أو أسماء الموصول. Last time I released a video on I Know You Know English, that is the title, and next one will be on Sunday, and we'll be talking about weather. If you find any value in my videos, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and share them with other people so that you will not miss any content of this sort. With that being said, let's focus on today's lesson, relative pronouns. All right, here we are. أسماء أو ضمائر الموصول. أسماء is nouns, ضمائر is pronouns, الموصول relative. All right, we have some vocab. Let's go over these vocab, and then we will delve into today's topic. Ism, it's the name, like ismi, my name, or could be grammatically the noun or ism. Asma, that is the plural of ism is asma. And then the verb wasala is to arrive. That is wasala. But wasala, see the shadda here, wasala, that's how we pronounce it. Wasala, wasala. So wasala is to arrive. Wasala is to connect or to link, like you connect two things together. Wasala. And then mawsul is the connected, the things that is being connected or linked. All right. So why they call it relative pronouns? Why they call them asma al-mawsul or the ضمائر al-mawsul? First, because they replace nouns and pronouns. That's number one. Number two, relative pronouns always relate back to something or to someone. This has a reference. Like when you say who or which, that, so you gotta have a reference. So that's why relative pronouns relate back to someone or something. And also relative pronouns connect or join two sentences about the same person or about the same thing. That's why you call it relative, the connecting. The connection is here. That's why I see mawsul is the connected. And today we are going to talk about two types of relative pronouns, asma al-mawsul. Number one, we are going to talk about specific relative pronouns and generic relative pronouns. Let's figure out or see these relative pronouns. The first relative pronouns I have here is alladhi, and alladhi indicates or works for only singular masculine, only singular masculine, and that could be human or non-human. And also the English translation is alladhi could be translated as who, not in asking question, whom, whose, the position, which, if alladhi is a thing, or that. So I noted earlier that in Arabic nouns are either feminine or masculine. So we're not talking about just people, we're talking about objects too that are either feminine or masculine. So let's take an example here. الطالب الذي درس نجح. الطالب الذي درس نجح. The student who, because who here is the subject, who studied, succeeded. نجح. And as you can see here from the color coding, I think this should be of aid to you to figure out the meaning of the sentences. So that's with reference to alladhi. We have allati. Allati also. Allati is used for singular feminine. Only singular feminine. Could be human or non-human. Could be people or object. But has to be singular feminine. And that works the same as alladhi, who, whom. So who is the subject, whom is the object, and I mean grammatical object, and here is the grammatical subject. Whose, the position, which, and that. So let's see the example here. الورود التي اشتريتها جميلة. الورود التي اشتريتها جميلة. The roses that for which you bought اشتريتها جميلة are beautiful. جميلة. Let's move to اللذان. So اللذان is used for dual masculine. Dual masculine could be human or non-human. Let's take an example. الولدان اللذان أعرفهما هنا. الولدان اللذان أعرفهما هنا. All right. The two boys whom, because I know them, that's why al-waladan here is object of the sentence, because I am the subject, because I know them. Whom I know are here, huna. See, and also I could have used, or I could use any other two objects that are masculine. Instead of two boys, I can use, two homes or anything else. So that's why al-ladan works as, works for whom, who, whom, whose, which, that for human or for non-human. And the pronunciation here for alladhi is as if we are missing the lam here, alladhi. But as we can read here, we should read it al-the, al-the, al-ti. But because the lam is pronounced, but it's not written. So make sure that you get this one. This is an exception, because the Arabic language is very phonetic, but in this one, I say alladhi, but the lam is not here. Allati, the same thing, but here, alladhan, the lam came here, alladhan. All right, moving to allatan. And allatan also could be used for human and non-human, and also represents who, whom, whose, which, that. Okay, and let's take the example here. جاءت البنتان اللتان أعرفهما. جاءت البنتان اللتان أعرفهما. The two girls whom I know came. جاءت البنتان اللتان أعرفهما. All right, so let's move to الذين. Also, alladina, we're missing the lam, but we pronounce it al-ladina. So al-dina, but we say al-ladina, al-ladina. And al-ladina is only for plural masculine human being. We don't use al-ladina for non-human. I want you to pay attention, special attention to this. We do not use al-ladina for non-human, only for human and in the form of plural masculine. الذين, let's take the example here. الذين لعبوا أمس فازوا. الذين لعبوا أمس فازوا. But because relative pronouns refer or relate back to a reference, like if I say this in isolation, a lot of people will not get anything from this, which team. But because I know the team, you know the team, so we have the context. So we are talking about, oh yeah, الذين لعبوا أمس فازوا. Those who played yesterday won. That الذين, the players. Okay, اللاتي, اللائي, اللواتي. So three of these are used for plural feminine and only for human. We don't use these for non-human. Allati, that is correct. You can use allati, or allai, you can use that too, or allawati. Okay, so let's take the example. المديرة كرمت التلميذات اللائي نجحنا. You can say المديرة كرمت التلميذات اللاتي نجحنا. Or instead you can say المديرة كرمت التلميذات اللواتي نجحن. So you can use any of the three. So the principal honor the students who succeeded. اللائي نجحنا. All right, so someone might ask, like, what do we use for plural non-human? For plural non-human, we use in a back to التي. For non-human plural, we use التي. We address the non-human plural as a she. It's a she, and we use التي. I will dedicate a separate video on this one, but for now, just I want to point out that we use التي for that purpose. All right, so this was reference to the specific relative pronouns. Let's discover the generic one. So here we talk about bintan because we know the two girls in particular, and also we know those who played yesterday. And also we know here, sorry, the principal honor only those who have succeeded. Talking about the generic one, we use men and ma. Men and ma. So man is used for people, used generically, and ma is used for non-human or things or objects. Okay, so let's take this example here. من يدرس ينجح. من يدرس ينجح. Whoever, see, it's whoever. It's not a specific, it's very generic. Could be singular, feminine, could be a singular masculine, could be dual, could be plural feminine, could be plural masculine, could be any of these. Very generic. Man yadrus yanjah. And man is only used for people, as I say. Let's see ma. Ma is used for things or objects. Let's take this example. أفعل ما أريد. أفعل ما أريد. I do whatever. See, whatever. Could be anything. It's very generic. أفعل ما أريد. So these two examples from the generic relative pronouns. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate your, you tuning in, watching the content. Thank you so much. And if you do have any topic that you want me to present or to talk about, please write it in the comment section below so I can take a note, and I will be working on it after Sunday, because the topic for Sunday is already being determined. Thank you so much. شكرا جزيلا وأراكم في الفيديو القادم. See you in the next video. مع السلامة.